Hello everybody, and welcome back to BattleTech. I've been, okay, here's the thing. I've had 2 crashes on this mission, and I'm saved at this point. I'm gonna double save at this point, because we've gotten here a couple of times. But, okay, so here's what happened, just so you guys know. Essentially the same thing, except instead of going down this road, I went down this gully, pushed hard, and I had the Griffin move up this side path, take out this generator real early so these missile turrets didn't get a couple of shots, so the dragons and a lot of our guys were pretty fresh. Then the Griffin kept coming over here, took out the other generator, and we had like 4 turns left before this went off, before we killed it, so the dropship and everything was dead. These guys came down. I had the Shadowhawk and the Griffin focus this area while the rest of the guys were back here when this started. You can see things have changed, but essentially, instead of playing it really like way in the back, I'm pushing them. I'm trying to get them to respond to my actions. So I got some lucky hits on the Centurion that was here and knocked out its chest. The Firestarter caused me a little bit of trouble, but we killed it. And now, just after the dragon went, and the catapults will be going next. Victoria is in the catapults. This is just a normal dragon, so we need to knock out the catapults. Our dragon is somewhat fresh. Our Griffin, we'll give you a little loadout. Our Wolverine took some damage. It got the Panther from the first group got a death from above kind of hit, and it hit the head. I haven't been able to get through this mission without me taking an injury somehow or having my armor opened up in the first engagement, so I don't know. We'll have to rejigger this Wolverine at some point. But I'm here. I've taken a little bit of damage, but I've still got plenty of armor, and I've also still got plenty of internal. Yes. Like I said, Dragon is essentially fresh. I mean, it's taken a little bit of damage on the leg and is almost open there, and it's taken a little bit of damage on the right torso. Griffin's essentially great, except for the left torso, which has taken a couple of shots, but it's still got 20 armor, so it should be able to survive. And the Shadowhawk took a pretty big hit to the leg, but it's still going, and right now it's just cooling down after the Firestarter flamed it up to full, so it's coming back around, and it's going to try and do a point-blank shot with its SRMs on the catapults, is the plan. So that is the plan. But right now it's the Dragon's turn. Dragon's a little warm, so what I'm thinking about doing is doing a melee on the catapults to make it respond to us. So we're going to be moving up and attacking.
I copy.
Get in there and hit it. There we go. Structure exposed. It's unsteady now. That's good. That'll make it worse. That'll make its shots worse. Okay, it hit the Wolverine a couple of times, but not on the internals. So it probably just took another component off. Like if we check, yeah, it opened up the arm, but we're still good. We're still good with that. Okay, so now we have the ability to make them respond to us because we have they no longer have any mediums to respond to mess up our mediums' turns. So we're targeting the 100 on both legs, 90 on both legs. Yeah, we're better off just shooting at these guys and getting some shots in. So, firing.
Wilco.
Okay, you're unsteady now.
Standing by.
Let's see, I need to get out of line of sight, really. But I'm not going to be able to do that, am I? Why don't we move back a little bit more? Yeah, there we go. We want to open up. Well, we want to expose the least vulnerable side of us. So we'll be moving over here. Let's see. SRM's off. Could hit this one. Take the medium laser and SRMs because I want to do stability damage to this girl.
Engaging target.
That's a good hit. Okay, more. Oh, PPC crit. Good, 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 good.
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
I think they're overestimating the size of the catapult's cockpit. It should. I don't think it should be that big. But I don't know. Maybe it is.
Waiting for orders.
Have you come out.
I copy.
Do a couple of laser shots into the catapult, maybe? How many of these can you get? Okay, 3. You can do 3. CT's almost opened, so maybe we'll do that. Fire.
Target acquired.
Okay, it was a decent shot. It's a decent shot. On the Wolverine. CT's not open.
Warning. Armor breached. Internal damage.
CT's open. Okay.
Yes, Commander.
Okay, punch this girl.
Aye, aye.
Come on.
Locked on for physical attack.
It's an attack. Knockdown, yes! It's an injury. And you're still overheated. So you're gonna get up. What are you gonna do? Try and get away? Yeah, just try and get in the way. Which puts the Shadowhawk in the perfect position. Oh, yeah.
Good to go.
Shadowhawk, fire everything.
Firing all weapons.
Good shot, good shot. Just check this for a second. You're taking a lot of damage there.
Receiving you.
Go up there in melee. I'm gonna catch this thing.
Engaging physical attack.
Okay, that's a rear hit. It's unsteady now. Almost on the ground.
Orders.
Yes, I need you. Come around here.
Moving to position.
Fire all your lasers. Yeah, fire all your lasers.
Taking the shot.
See, I'm alright with us
Warning.
going down, because
Detecting
we can't die.
player injury.
We're essentially a free shot for them.
Commander.
Nope, knock down the big girl. We need the stability damage. Knock down. Every time she goes down, she gets an injury. Pilot injured. Okay, back up. What are you doing? Trying to hit me. I am still up.
Warning. Armor low.
Okay, now I'm down. Or not. Nice. Okay. We're just gonna back out.
Engaging jump jets.
I lost an AC-5. What else was in there? Just heat sink, 2 heat sinks and an AC-5 and AC-5 ammo. Okay. We'll brace you.
Reporting.
We're going to knock her down again. Or try to, at least. Right, torso and arms down.
Aye, aye.
Let's go in. Hit. Anyways, the Griffin couldn't do anything anyways. It's so overheated. Griffin does not do well on hot maps. Ooh, CT down. Damn it. I was hoping to incapacitate first to get the salvage, but oh well. So, Dragon, what are you going to do? Swear to God, if you go for the Wolverine. Left arm. Took out the left arm of the Shadowhawk.
Internal structure damage.
I understand. I understand. How bad would you lose? Nothing. It was a useless arm, so actually that's free.
You. Got it.
Turn yourself around. Oh yeah, precision strike the dragon's leg.
Copy that.
Not necessarily because we're actually going to do a precision strike and knock out the leg, but because it knocks it back into the turn order. So all of our guys will go before he goes.
Receiving you. Moving to position.
Alright. See, we might actually be able to knock out his leg now. We're gonna try it. It's good salvage. Yeah, we can't hit the head, so we'll do that. Fire.
Confirmed.
Okay, he's unsteady now.
Ready for orders. Roger.
Let's get these medium lasers on point. And fire. Ooh, yep.
Solid connection on that one.
Guess we'll have me pop out here. Get a shot with what we can. Definitely gonna look over the Wolverine's loadout, see about maybe doing something else.
Engaging target.
A little bit of stability damage. And Hightower, why don't you just go punch him? If you hit with it, he's on his back.
Engaging.
There goes his right leg as well. Pilot injured. Okay, he's running. Or waddling. Okay.
Awaiting orders.
Wolfman. Shoot him. Good job, Wolfman.
Enemy down.
Enemy down. Mission successful, Commander. Nicely done. Dr. Murad, does the Argo have an empty storeroom that could serve as a makeshift brig? I'm sure that something could be arranged, Lady Arano. I mean, we're pretty low. We only have one hab block, Arano. Then arrange it. And then get a lock on Lady Espinosa's ejection pod. She's coming with us.
Mission successful.
Yes! Yes! Jesus Christ. Glitchiest fucking mission I've ever done. I'm glad I tried doing that off screen for the first run, because that would have been just 2 episodes of just like, okay, we're at this point, we've just killed the first mech and they're in the attack okay, and it's frozen. Would have been the same thing over and over again. Okay, so we did that. We'll have to pay a little bit in terms of repairs and stuff. I'll be out for a little while, but everybody else should be fine. So next. Yeah, we need to replace some heat sinks and AC5 ammo. And that's it, just heat sinks and AC5 ammo. Shadowhawk took a little bit of damage because she overheated, but other than that, she's fine. And I'll be out for 40 days. Nice. Nice. Next. What do we get for our salvage? Okay. Take the Centurion. Take the Catapult. Take the Commando just so we can resell it. Any decent weapons I'm seeing here? Ooh, cockpit mod. Ooh, 2 cockpit mods. Oh, yes. Taking that. Anything else? Yeah, nothing big. Okay. Let's see what else we get. 12 more items. Okay, a couple more parts. AC5, which we need to replace. That's good. Did we get AC5 ammo? No. But we got some heat sinks, etc. That's fine. Continue. Probably sell most of those SRM2s. Should probably go in and resell those. Whew. Okay, game. You gonna load for me? There we go. Ooh, cutscene. Okay, so we have Espinosa, Lady Espinosa, Victoria, in our brig now. Victoria! I've been waiting 3 years for this. Are you enjoying your cell? I had it assembled just for you. Load all you like, cousin. Your victory will be short-lived. Your pathetic little army may have carried you this far, but if you think that you can challenge the core systems, you're sadly mistaken. Our glorious army will grind your restoration to a bloody pulp. Save me the lecture and tell me what you were doing on Anvelt. Your father rules the Directorate. You should be in a tower somewhere, not a dusty little moon guarding a smuggling ship. Smuggling ship? Is that what Corrosus thought the Newgrange was? Is that what he told you? Oh, you poor, dear fool. I would tell you what you've just done, but I don't want to spoil the surprise. You'll find out yourself soon enough. Origin betrayed. Oh, if Corrosus deliberately misled us about this, I'll have his head. All this bluster, Lady Arano. This is all bluster, Lady Arano. She's trying to get in your head. I can tell you what the Newgrange is now, a smoldering heap of scrap metal. Good job protecting her, by the way. Oh yeah, we need to dig in deep. Put the knife in and twist it. Sooner or later, we'll face off again, Mech Warrior. And then, when that day comes, I will sear your cockpit in two. Well, here's the thing. You were in a catapult. I was in a Wolverine. You had 2 heavies, a medium and a light. I had 3 lights and a heavy that were underarmed and armored, by the way. Probably unoptimally arranged. And you still lost. So, yeah. Victoria, I loved you like a sister. And you betrayed me. Your father held a knife to my back. And you helped him push it in. I need to understand why. If you ever really listened to him, you'd already know. He tried to teach you, cousin. To set you on the path to strength and prosperity. But you spat on his efforts and forced his hand, and mine along with it. Forced your hand? Mastiff died because of you. Our mentor, the man who taught you to pilot a mech. You put him in a camp and let him to rot. Thousands of Oregon dead, lie piled at your feet. The price of strength and our nation's future. For the glory of the Reach, I'll pay it 100-fold, 100 times over. You seem to be confusing wanton cruelty for strength. They aren't the same thing. The destruction of your lance should have taught you that. Little Lord Madeira, still my cousin's favorite pet, I see. I wonder if that pretty jaw of yours is as fragile as it looks. One of these days we'll have to find out. Big talk from the woman in the cell. Too bad you can't back it up. You aren't in a great position to be making threats. After what you did to Montgomery, to Raju Montgomery, I should have you vented into space. I should. I feel like I should. I'll admit it. I'll admit it's tempting. But I believe that our teacher would prefer me to keep her caged. I disagree. Do you hear me, Victoria? You can watch from the sidelines as I dismantle your father's empire and reclaim my rightful throne. And then, when the war is over, you'll be tried for your crimes against the Aurigan people. Is this supposed to scare me, Kamea? It doesn't. Do you think my father hasn't planned for this? Do you think that you were winning? Well, half your territory is under control, so... my capture means nothing. The jaws of our trap are already closing around your neck. You're just too blind to see it. We may be blind, but that didn't stop us from kicking your ass up and down the canyons of Andvelt. For such a genius, your old man is losing an awful lot of ground. You talk like a cartoon villain. Has anyone ever told you that? For such a genius, you sure look like you're losing. You doubt him. You doubt him at your peril. My father bends everyone to his will. The Rimwood Periphery nations, the successor states, everyone. Well, that's not true. You think your little shit, you tin pot dictator father, bends the successor states? The Federated Sons, for God's sakes? Everyone. You don't know what I've done for our people, and the sacrifices I've had to make. You understand nothing, and you never will. You've already lost this war, cousin. You'll die screaming, and your restoration will die with you. I've heard enough. Mr. Oliveira, cut off her comm. What do you want us to do with her, Lady Urano? The Argo isn't a prison. She can't stay here. Yeah, she really can't. No, she can't. Okay, thank God. Lord Karasis lost a daughter on Weldry, and we weren't there to help him. I can't undo that wrong, but I can give him justice. We'll transfer Lady Victoria into his custody to be held until I say otherwise. Your call, Lady Urano. We'll set course for Smithin when we're ready. Conversation's over, people. Let's get back to work. Mending fences. In orbit. Anvelt. Lady Urano, my staff has already taken Lady Espinosa into custody. She is being escorted to her cell as we speak. A kinder fate than she deserves, perhaps. But I will adhere to the terms of your agreement. While she remains in my custody, she will remain unharmed. She will be unharmed. You're an honorable man, Lord Karasis. One day, I hope to earn your support. You already have. What you've done today feels like justice, Lady Urano. Of a kind I've never thought I'd live to see. I owe you a debt of thanks as well, Commander Roach. You did a yeoman's job on the New Grange. She will never darken our skies again. Lady Victoria claims that you were wrong, Lord Karasis, that the New Grange wasn't a smuggling ship. If I were you, I'd make sure to keep an armed guard outside of Victoria's cell at all times. She'll be dangerous, even in custody. Glad to be of service. Now let's go. Yeah, make sure you've got somebody on that cell all times. 24/7 camera. Make sure you vet everybody 3 times over. This has got to be airtight, goddammit. Don't worry, Commander. I know who I'm dealing with, and the appropriate precautions have been taken. Lady Victoria will be quite secure until Lady Victoria is ready to reclaim her. Yeah, she was talking some stuff about the smuggling ship. Of course she does. She's a liar and a betrayer. You can't trust her at her word, Commander Roach. Believe me, Lord Karasis, I get that. I understand betrayal better than most. Yeah. That said, even if Lady Victoria was telling the truth, would it really change anything? Whatever the ship's provenance, the New Grange was important enough that Director Espinosa had his own daughter standing sentry over her refueling site. You sent the New Grange to hell and deprived Espinosa of something he deemed valuable. I count that as a win, Commander Roach. Yeah, I do too. Unless it, I don't know. Was it like an envoy? Shit. Wait a second. I was just thinking about something. Okay. Follow me here. They say that something really fucking bad happened when we took the ship out. He couldn't surrender. Unarmed people, he kept saying that it was a heavily armed ship, but not necessarily... It was armored, not armed. It was going between the... Maybe it was an envoy. Oh, it doesn't really matter. I mean, if it was an envoy, then probably... If it was refueling, that means nobody was on it. Either way, it was either a smuggler or it was an envoy. Yes, of course. Let us discuss your recompense. Your chief engineer tells me that she found a hidden data archive on your ship, and that you need my help to open it. It sounds to be quite the mystery. More than a mystery to me, Lord Coruscant. My father believed that the Argo held something of great value, and he died before he could see it. I need to know what's on that drive, and you're the only one in the Reach that can open it for me. Better, perhaps, that I give you the means to open it yourself. I will have a device sent to your ship, an electronic codebreaker of advanced design. Given enough time, it'll chew through any encryption, even yours. Electronic device capable of hacking key codes and breaking software encryption. Advanced electronic code breakers are rare and relatively heavily restricted items. They're generally found only in the possession of the most sophisticated intersphere intelligence agencies. How the fuck do you have one, Lord Coruscant? Either way. Ancestry, Larian Commonwealth. With respect, I'm surprised that you own such a device. An intelligence agency like the Larian Intelligence Corps, perhaps, but not a periphery lord. Yeah, no, that's a good thing to point out. I felt the same way when High Lord Tamati brought it to me, all those many years ago. He told me that the device had been found in the possession of a Comstar... Whoa! You have Comstar tech? How are you still alive? Okay, for anybody that doesn't know anything about BattleTech, Comstar, you don't mess with these guys. They're like the last remnant of the government of the Star League. They're they were the communications department, or like branch of the Star League, and they continue to function, and they hold most of the technology the Star League held still. And so they guard that shit like a lot, like to the point where they'll threaten war against a successor state, or like cut off their communications and shit. Like, it's big deal. How are you alive? Who died in the Regan space? What she was doing with it, I'll never know. I don't know. That is weird. What I do know is that your father would want you to have this, Kamea. He'd be quite proud of the leader you've become. Thank you, Lord Coruscant. Simon. It means more to me than I can say. Speaking of proud fathers, do you have any news to share about your son? Has his condition improved since we last spoke? Somewhat, my lady. Otto's road to recovery will be long and difficult. The Directorate did something to his mind on Weldry. I still don't have a clear picture of what, but the damage is both physical and mental. In truth, I fear that my boy has been damaged irreparably, and that the Otto I knew was gone. But I cling to the hope that someday, the son that I remember will return to me. He will, Simon. I know it. Otto is young and strong, and House Coruscant is nothing if not resilient. I'm afraid that I must take my leave of you now. Leave of you now? Yeah. I have forces to marshal and plans to make, but please keep me appraised of Otto's condition. I will, my lady. Farewell to you, and know that you have earned the support of House Coruscant. Let's just actually see, is there anything special about House Coruscant? Wealthy in knowledge, a founding house of the Regan Coalition, currently ruled by Lord Simon Coruscant. The Coruscant house sigil is a black raven on a field of white. Yes, just see. Okay, Smith. What you've done today doesn't erase the past, but perhaps we can still right the course of our people's future. For my part, I'm willing to try. Thank you, Lord Coruscant, and welcome to the Restoration. Together we will fix what my uncle has broken. I swear it. Hey, Commander, I put that code-breaking device that we got from Lord Coruscant to work on our mystery archive, and now I'm watching a progress bar climb really slowly. I'll give you a heads up when it's finished. Oh, that's gonna be boring.
That mech you wanted is back online.
Okay, we got, with all those SRMs, the COM 2D is a small, highly mobile shotgun that can take down mechs twice its size or bigger. You gotta be careful with it, though, because it's not meant to take that much of a beating. Okay, yep. Anything else? Okay, we just got that. Okay, well, let's just go to the bay and resell that commando, because we're not gonna use it.
Expected approach time, 4-1.
Scrap mech for sea bills. Okay, let's repair. Repair. Let's refit this before we forget, because I am liable to forget. Let's repair all. The heat sinks went in here. So let's put the AC-5 back in there. AC-5 ammo in here. And let's get some heat sinks up. Heat sink. And a heat sink. Okay, so we need a free slot in the head, but we can't put a cockpit mod in a head, so that's cool. Okay, that looks good. Heat efficiency is good. You know what, we're going to put the heat sinks in the CT. Yeah, that works better. SRM, yeah, good. Confirm. It's 8 days for that.
Logged and noted.
Okay. Got a lot of spare money. And we finished our next mission, so now we can start doing some more grinding. As is this game. But thank you for joining me for this episode. If you liked it, please leave a comment down below and hit that like button. If you want to help support the channel, considering that subscribe button, as well as take a look at the description down below, where I have links to my Discord and my Patreon page. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye!